Hello, this is Eunice with C+C Music Factory. We landed in Omaha for Sweetstock USA. They picked us up and took us to Cambria Hotel. Really nice place. I loved this hotel. It was so nice. It had like a Bluetooth speaker in the mirror. I definitely used that.
We're going up a hill. This is where Malcolm X was born in Omaha, Nebraska. And I said to myself many years ago, if I ever came back, I have to go and see my brother's birthplace. One of the most iconic figures in the history of liberation.
You've arrived.
I've arrived. Mustafa, we are at Malcolm X's house where he was born. I want my people to see it. It's closed, but we're going to knock on the door anyway. All right, guys, we're at Malcolm X's house. It's the Malcolm X Center. Okay. Malcolm X Memorial Foundation Visitor Center. Y'all see what's happening right now? Malcolm X, the 3448 Erin Street. Oh man, Eunice, you filming? Cause I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like I'm not even playing. I might even cry. Malcolm, man, come on. This is Malcolm grass. Don't say nothing about it. Malcolm put this grass here. You can film. Now I'm filming and you can film me filming. So I want my people to know who on Instagram and social media, because I ain't got no TV show. I didn't bring no camera crew. It's just me and a cell phone. But this is where Malcolm X's house was. Many people don't know his father was a Garveyite and the Ku Klux Klan murdered his father in Omaha, Nebraska. Look at these ant mounds. It's fertile. See? Very fertile ground. This is hollow ground, yo. I'm taking some grass back, some dirt back, some water back. Oh, look. We got to go to the other side. Look. There's a big Malcolm X plaque over there. Okay, we're going to take y'all to the other side, okay?
At this point, we thought that no one was there, so we just kind of hung out. We sat down, we took some pictures. We felt the spirit of the place.
You think about Malcolm, it's like, here's a man who died at 39 years old, assassinated. But look at what he left. The legacy he left. I mean, the streets named after him, the truth that he spoke, the people who have been, liberation in Africa. He was friends with Kwame and Nkrumah. The Castro Revolution, Fidel Castro, he was an international icon, born in this little town in Omaha.
Should I be recording this for you?
Oh, you could. I'm recording it, but you could. I'm recording it right now. So, you think about what he left, right? Nobody even thinks about Nebraska. Like, the thought never really occurs to most people in New York. If you ask 90% of people in New York, 99% of them, where was Malcolm X born? They'll be like, Harlem. They might say Boston, Detroit. They'll never think of Nebraska. But think about the humbleness of this beginning. You can go to any Malcolm X video online or YouTube or listen to one of his speeches through audio or video and get motivated and stimulated and be put in a position where you want to do better for your people. The reasons why you're doing better is because of what he spoke to you in that moment. He gave you a scenario. He created a picture for you to see better. He created a scenario, a landscape for you to say, oh, I never thought about it like that. The ballot or the bullet. But he created this ability for you to see one vis-a-vis the other and make a decision. Like Elijah Muhammad said, put in a glass of water. He said the people will always choose the clean glass of water as opposed to the dirty glass of water, because it's the nature of people to want good. So when you think about Malcolm X, living in Boston, living in New York, becoming minister of Temple Number 7. I mean, being born in Omaha, now you in Harlem, 20 years later. 25 years later, you a preacher in Harlem and sitting with dignitaries from this little itty bitty shack he lived in. Because his people were wronged and he was stimulated by the truth. Even when he went to jail, he realized he was set up. He never had a chance. Becoming a dope dealer, cocaine, I think relatively, doing crime, getting high with white women and doing all the things that he knew weren't beneficial for his long-term spiritual finance. But he was able to say, okay, those things were placed in front of me as options as opposed to the truth. So he realized he was set up to fail. So all of that Taurian, that Taurus, that alpha male Taurian intellect, Che Guevara was a Taurian, Kool Herc, and my brother Darren Henson's a Taurian, and my man Alonzo Colon. I know a lot of strong Taurian men. And it's just deep to sit here, with you on this day, October 27th, August 27th. And August is a very significant month for Black Revolution. They call it Black August. The Haitian Revolution was in August. Marcus Garvey was born in August. It's one of those months they call it Black August, where things amongst liberation happen. So to be here in August on the Wisdom God Day, which is August 27th, at Malcolm X's memorial is significant. It's significant. We don't take that for granted. That must be wet. That's wet.
This was around the time where we realized there actually were people in the building, and they were kind enough to take us on a quick tour. Very informative, very passionate, and we were very grateful for that.
Let's call it. So it must be. Huh? I'm in Omaha with
This land, it was high as the trees, bro.
Yeah.
In the 70s. And the sister Rowena Moore, she came here from Oklahoma at the age of 14. Her father came to work at the packing house here, and she came, it was the world, like right around World War II. So a lot of the community, the whites had left. So when the blacks and the different immigrants came in, they was taking those jobs, which causes a problem down the road. But Sister Rowena, she lied about her age and started working at the packing house. And about at the age of 17, 18, she saw that there was no jobs for the black women. So she started an organization called Defense. And she had over 400 black women hired in the community. And that's saying a lot, especially in those days. The story with her is that she became a labor activist for 20 plus years.
Right.
She wasn't a community activist yet.
Labor, yeah.
It wasn't until the house that Malcolm was tore down. It was tore down by the city.
Tell them to wait. This text will take. We're doing something real quick.
It was tore down by the city. Her sister called her and told her, "Hey, do you know that house that we had got? Our dad had got when he came up there. That was Malcolm's house." She
Oh, she had lived in it.
Yeah, Miss Rowena was very nonchalant too. She a hood lady. She like, hey,
she lived in it.
She didn't make it was not. She like, okay, what that mean really? But
she wasn't conscious like that.
As time went on, she started learning more about Malcolm, and she wanted to run in the political race. And she learned more about him, listened to his speeches, and he encouraged her to become the first black woman to run for city council in Nebraska at the time. She didn't win.
So we're talking about this, what years?
This
is
is
60s?
Yeah, definitely.
The 60s?
Definitely.
Because if she was a World War II baby, that would be 60s.
No, that's back even
so
further.
She met him.
1926 is when she started doing the at the packing house. Malcolm was born 1925.
Here?
Yeah. Yes.
So they about the same age?
No, she was like 14, I'm saying. See what I'm saying? When they 1926, you go right here.
Yeah.
Right here is where the home was at.
This is where his house was?
When I take you inside, you'll see what we're doing is bringing this to pass too.
Wow.
So after the street came, there was a city street that came up through there where that hole was at.
Yeah.
You heard in the, you know that the KKK came and threatened his mother to leave, right? The family to leave. Well, this is where it was at. They came to the street and came here. She was inside with 3 siblings and Malcolm she was pregnant with. We say this is the first assassination known as life.
Facts.
The attempt. They broke the windows, KKK I'm speaking of. They broke the window. And mind you, Nebraska boasted over 40,000 KKK members at this time. And this means something because people believe that, okay, Malcolm just was born in Omaha. No, that wasn't by happenstance. Before I even get there, his father, Earl Little, who we know, man, was a revolutionary also. He was a Baptist pastor, but he was also the leader, of the president of the chapter of UNIA, Marcus Garvey's Universal Negro Improvement Association. So, George Wells Parker is his name. This was a brother that was here. And mind you, in the early 1900s, this Omaha just was opening up the city. From the late 1800s to the 1900s. At this time, George Wells Parker was a brother who ran what they call the Hamatic League here. He contacted Marcus Garvey and let him know that we need his organization here because we have a real deep black nationalist mindset in Omaha. Marcus contacted Earl Little and Louise Little, told them to go to Omaha, Nebraska, where your brother James Little is at.
So they came here from...
It was on purpose. He was traveling at the time because Malcolm's mother was Caribbean and his father was doing things. So where they were and their movements, not quite sure, but they came here.
They ended up here because Garvey told them to come here.
Now, to show the strength, sometimes people be like, man, there's black people in Nebraska. Everywhere I go, they like Nebraska. And it's a story. We just completed a curriculum for the foundation, which is going to be the first one. It talks about Marcus Garvey, Earl Louise Little, Malcolm, Rowena Moore, and the black history of North Omaha community from the 1900s to present. And it's deep. So it shows the strength of the community because, as I said, it was an assassination attempt on the life. The father was not home. KKK came, broke the windows, burned. She comes out and stands on the porch, lets him know he's not here. He comes home. You come home to your wife, and she tells you this. And they said the words was, he's causing problems for good Negroes here in Omaha. He needs to leave. Well, Malcolm was born here. So that tells us that that infamous picture that we see in the of Malcolm in the window with the rifle, we gotta say it was his father first. Standing right there in that door. In that door. And he wasn't here by himself.
I just got goosebumps thinking about his father being in that door.
Man, the community was strong. So
that's crazy.
Bringing it back up to date with Rowena. Finally, Rowena said, "You know what?" She said,
"Where you going?" Well, tell him to wait 20 minutes. See, he ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, he go wait too. So the father, Rowena Moore. Once she done that, now she said, "You know what? The home is gone. I missed that. So this is what I'm gonna do." She grabbed that lot, another lot. She contacted Ethela Shabazz, Malcolm's eldest daughter. Let her know what she was doing here for your father and grandfather. She said she's with it. We have pictures of her coming here. She got here and they got it going. So from there, they purchased lot after lot. Rowena got up to 11, more and more. And as you see, it went up to 19 acres of land all the way across. That tree line right there that goes across, that was the Union Pacific. And as you know,
the railway.
They call Omaha the gate of the West because it's where they start. Up until now, by the time I got here, I'm a young man, I was born here, but we never knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because somewhere in there, it gets political. However, we got a hold of it and understood. This was not here. Not in Florida. This used to have a forum that was here, and people just thought it was a house. It wasn't. There was some bricks over there that looked like a tombstone. They thought that was his grave site. It wasn't. And they thought those was the railroad where his father was killed. It wasn't. His father was killed in Michigan. That was not buried here, and this was not the home.
Right.
We got the plaza going. We started, and it's all the development. This is the phase one of it. This development is in 5 stairs. There's going to be a pillar at each one of them. The pillars will stand for the 5 pillars of discipline that Malcolm followed. Right. So also the trees, the smaller trees here, we planted because those will represent the people who came to speak. We got a grant out of New York, Blade of Grass, as they call it. They gave us that grant, myself and another brother, Jordan Weber. He's an artist who I give full credit to this. But him and I put our hands on this, we built it. This is the same dimensions and geographics of what the house would have been.
This is the same size and shape of the house.
It's called what you call the shotgun style houses.
Yeah.
And it's straight from the front to the back. We was going to use it for the community garden and at first, but as we started to do more things on the plaza, we said, no, let's use it, keep it open for the people. It sets to the east where we have brothers are able to go in there and pray. We have sisters doing yoga either here or out there or in the building, wherever they choose.
Nice.
We've had small concerts. The concerts that was done here, people didn't know. We are
the concerts is done right here.
Yeah, we are competing in bigger than the 2 outside event parks that we have here, Turner Park and Stinson Park. They do a lot, but they can't compete with the size of it. The concert stage was down there.
Oh, you had it before?
Yeah.
Oh, you build it and take it down?
Yeah, we actually rented some time, build it, whoever. Sometimes it's the people who we just rent the area to.
Yeah.
The one I want to give credit to with that is the White Rhino Productions. They some brothers. Tim Anderson and Calvin. They done a great job. They brought Darnell Jones and a couple. Michelle A was here. And they bring it, and it feels so good to see the people.
Yeah.
And this is in the middle of the hood.
Right.
So the stage is here, regular size concert stage. It's set up. They do good jobs. We have our bars over there on the side. We got food going. So it's raised. And here would be your VIP. There's a big tent over it, tents over there.
Right.
And all the people, there's a gate over there. We have a parking lot. There's another parking lot. But the gate over there, that's where the VIP and the food vendors was at.
Okay.
Now, this was set up where we got a picture here where we did the George Floyd rally out here. We got an aerial.
I saw it online.
Oh man, this is where it was at. All the time. We had so many people there and at these concerts, and man, we're only using 30% of this ground. There, over to that tree side over there, there's a gate that comes in off the street. There was a year when Dead Prez was representing for us. Our brother Calvin Key here. We did the concert out there. Cut the grass down, had the concert out there. You can't fill it up. Started to put up on them hills, you can't fill it up. This is where we started to put together, and we say, this is what we rent as the Coliseum. We want to have a stage here. Our sister Erica, she know I'm coming for her. We need to have her endorsing this whole thing. Here is where we're going to be laying the bricks. Some of the bricks that you'll be able to buy them, they're donor bricks. You'll put your name in it, and then you'll get a small replica that you'll get to have at home for yourself. It's laid there. They also will be laid right there where the home will be. There'll be more because that's going to be the foundation. But it's going to go a walkway all the way around on the top of them hills, all the way up there and over, where you have a walkway of the bricks.
Nice.
Down on the sides, down there where that tree at, again, you'll see the picture.
That middle tree, what's that?
That middle
that little round circle.
That circle right there is going to be like a small amphitheater, so you can hold little intimate ones also.
You said.
Oh no, the railroad was all that tree line from right here all the way
in
across.
The front.
If you go down there right now, there's an 8-foot drop. There's 8 foot.
So the railroad was right in the front of these trees.
Yep, right in the middle of it. Right, the whole thing where the railroad was at, that was railroad that it goes all the way across diagonal.
You see that lightning?
All the way across. Yes, I did. And on this side, you can still walk up on top of it over there and go over to the garden. Beautiful.
Nice.
At one time, man, I mean, we got so many different spots to this that you can have like 4 or 5 different events going on at once. Easy. Real easy. So yeah, it's going to turn out to the point where we got an outside amphitheater to get put out there and a cultural educational building so we can hold more programs. And this in here becomes more of a museum.
Okay.
We're tapping in.
Yeah, man. That's exciting.
A radio station in the basement too.
Okay.
So we have this 101.3 FM. It's Mind It's Soul Radio. It's on the internet.
Okay.
We went through a little reinvention with the programmers. Had to bring that level up. But we still got the radio station. Some of it is looping right now. We still got a few new personalities coming on, but we're gonna fill it up.
An amazing collection of Malcolm X books. Some of which Freedom owns already. And lots of different paintings and mosaics. Pictures of his family, his mother. Here's his death certificate, right under that photo of his family. The family and what they've done as well in his memory. That's him with Martin Luther King. Look how gorgeous that painting is. There's a close-up of his death certificate laminated there. I think it's awesome that they've gotten a hold of all this stuff and have been able to put it in a place like this. That's a beautiful painting they have there. This sign, he explained to us that, well, he explains it to us right here.
Last year in July, we here doing what we're doing right now. A black couple came in here and said, we've been waiting for a building or somebody where we can bring this to. We like, what? Came outside, they said
They had that?
They had it in their basement for 28 years.
Wow.
And so the white people was trying to destroy it.
Man, they tore it up. That picture is over there. I took something there. Here it is. We've been trying to put everything back together, but it was sitting up. I'm put the articles around it and everything.
Wow.
But it came and tore it up. And it was made hand by her.
I mean, this was just way too much fun. I mean, this guy was playing some classics, and we just stopped and jammed with him. I got on the microphone for a song, and people gathered around, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just a tourist. But yeah, we definitely had a blast.
In time, she goes away. Yeah. In time, she goes away.
Earl Timmons in the building. North Carolina.
Be loved in return is the only thing. Just appreciate little things too. Oh, you're the one who's got me inspired.
Yeah.
So good.
Downtown was really, really nice. A lot of great places to eat. A lot of nice people just chilling, hanging out. This was the best candy shop I've ever been to in my life. It had a movie theater inside. It had an arcade. It had all the candy you think you ever knew about and then some. Okay, Sweetstock. This is the event that we got here for, that we came here for. This is Council Bluffs in Iowa. That's the back of the stage. We were trying to look for a place to hang out that had air conditioning, so we definitely just took a golf cart and drove back over to the casino just before we got called on stage. Doing our thing, and now you're just gonna see a couple of clips of what we do.
What's up, y'all? You alright? You can ask me something later. You alright? Oh my. Look at that. Come on, Bria. I came all the way from Brooklyn, New York to be with y'all tonight.
And that's not a short distance. So, let's go, cool. Do this. Y'all alright? Y'all ready? Hit me! What's up, baby girl? What's up, you nice? You good? Hands up, the jam, the party gets cracked and I rap. Girls wall to wall, there's my man. It's the super after plan. I'm the super man. Physical, stereo, hear my vibrato, go down to your embryo. I'm down, rock, we get wild. Get it up, ow.
Hey people, over there, let me see you throw your hands up in the air. It's a funky groove, make it move. So let the
Party people say, hey, do you wanna get funky? Do you wanna get funky with me? Do you wanna get funky? Do you wanna get funky with me? Do you wanna get funky? Do you wanna get funky now? Now check this out. Oh, I think I got the fever. I'm here. I'm pumping up the meter. Let's see it at for the beater. He is at the store. He at the can you dig it? Come on, back, tell me what you got. Stick up, put your fist up, cause on the Saturday night show, I said, and there's a party night. We're gonna make it feel alright. I'm bumping up all night. Party hard, show me what you got. Let's. Hey, yeah,
baby.
I got it.
Everybody dance now.
I got it, everybody dance. Yes, y'all, I did the beat, y'all. I went with y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, I did the beat, y'all. Yes, y'all, you don't stop. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say hell yeah. Say hell yeah. I like it. I like it. I love it. I need it.
This is Reunion of Souls, formerly known as Blessed Union of Souls. They were just so amazing. I definitely am calling them my new BFFs. These are the guys from the Frick and Frack Show podcast. They are so amazing, and I was just so grateful to meet them. And then I had a little something to say at the end of the day to wrap it up. So here it is.
I just want to say that it took me so much to get here, and it's just so amazing to be able to share this opportunity with Freedom Williams and CNC Music Factory. And really, like, the best thing that happens to me that really sticks out to me, other than obviously just being on stage, is just like everyone, when I get off, is just like, oh my gosh, like, it was so wonderful. So it's like, it's such a confirmation for me that I'm just in the right place, because I'm helping to make people happy and to bring them back to a good time in their lives with some good music that they grew up listening to. So I just want to say thank you if you came to our show. Thank you so much for everything, for being such a great audience, and just keep pushing, keep dreaming, do what you love.